Hello and welcome to Piggy Bank Tales. My name is Sarah. This is me doing my budgeting using YNAB, which stands for You Need a Budget. So it's a digital budgeting system. You can use the mobile app version or you can use the laptop. I do both, but I'm showing you the laptop version so you can see my budget and what I'm doing with it. I first of all want to thank you, whoever you are that used my YNAB referral. Because of you, I got another month added onto my subscription. So it delays my payment, like I was supposed to pay it in April, but because I've had two of you viewers, subscribers that have used my referral link that is located in the description box down below, because you used it and did a trial and then signed up for the subscription, that gave me 2 more months for free added on to my subscription. So thank you so much. Again, if you want to try YNAB out for yourself, down below in the description box, there is a link that's a referral link to use YNAB. So when you use that referral, you'll get 30 days for free. And should you sign up for a subscription, then they will give me a month for free. So we both win. Okay, so this month was a very, very tight month because, as I explained earlier, my paycheck, the first paycheck for March, was very low, very short. Normally, this amount here is what I typically earn per paycheck. And because the first paycheck of March was reflecting the last 2 weeks of February, which was a short month, my paycheck was short by about $400. I have a lot of overspent categories today. I was just waiting and waiting for me to get paid so I could go ahead and do this video before I did anything, just so I can show you guys what I'm doing here. So I have these overspent categories. I also have some transactions that I need to approve. You can connect YNAB to your banks or credit cards, and it'll download the statements, the current data from those bank accounts or from your credit card accounts. So if I manually enter something and then a transaction is also downloaded from one of my banks, it's going to show like that the amount matches, and you can manually approve or disapprove of transactions that way. So first I'm going to check out the overspent categories here. There is a lot. I just kind of figured, yes, I knew I was overspending in these categories, and I just thought it would be easier just to take it here from my ready to assign, is what they call this up here. It's probably just the easiest for me to do it that way. So here, groceries, I overspent my budget already, $4.84 over. So I'm just going to take it here from the ready to assign. It's covering that spending. Household items, I did overspend, and let me see what this was. I did buy a couple of things. Sometimes when I go to the grocery store, I'll buy like a few things that I consider like more about household, like toilet paper, paper towel. Like I don't put that under my grocery budget. So I ended up buying a dish soap dispenser. I had to buy a wrench for, I know I've talked about in a few sessions how I'm obsessed with mocha pots right now. So I bought a wrench that's specifically for one of the mocha pots that I have. And then this right here from Target, I'm trying to see what else it was. Oh, duster refills. Okay, so anyways, that's what I spent. Dishwasher soap and a duster. What else did I buy? Target. This one doesn't say. Usually if I click in, it'll tell me, like maybe this was a split transaction and it'll tell me what I spent. This was the big purchase here, and I think I mentioned this in my previous video. I bought an air purifier for the home, and yeah, it was $217 after all was said and done. So yeah, I did overspend in the household category. So I had assigned only $254 for the month, but I spent $288. So, and actually, I know I didn't assign that much money, the $254. I'm sure I didn't. I probably only put like $20, but basically I moved money around for my categories to like cover some of the earlier overspending. Health, here we go. So I assigned $27. I spent $84.20. Anytime that I buy multivitamins, I go ahead and count that for my health. This right here to my dental office, it turns out that back in February, I had to get a cavity refilled. And when I did, I had to pay $104 out of pocket. And I knew I was going to have to pay something. And then when all was said and done, my insurance did not cover $51.20. So I had to write them a check and pay for that difference. Also, when I went to go see the ENT in February, he recommended that I take an over-the-counter, what do you call it, antacid, stomach antacid pill that would help with GERD. So yeah, so that was there. I'm not sure what this one was. Let me see if I click on it. Where'd it go? There's a couple here. Oh, yeah, so if I click on the memo here, it does tell me. So I bought some distilled water, and I had bought in also some ashwagandha, which is another supplement that I take. Oh, there it is. If I just hover, it tells me like what the little memo is. So yeah, it says earache drops, which after I went to the ENT, I started having pain in my ear still. So I just bought some over-the-counter earache drops and did one dosage, and by the next day it was fine. Ashwagandha, it's an anti-anxiety supplement. I don't feel like I have anxiety. I take it more to help me regulate my cortisol levels, and so I could sleep at night. Distilled water, that is the water that's used for my air purifier. So there's that. And then back to the budget again. So we can go ahead and click on this overspending. Again, I'm going to take it from the ready to assign. And then shopping, overspent. So I had assigned $50.60, which I doubt that that was even true too. I'm sure I spent way more, or I'm sure I did not allocate that much money. Says I did, but I think this has to do with like, again, pulling money from other categories. So here the activity was, again, I had bought in some things for my mocha pots. So this Amazon purchase is all mocha pot stuff. Again, this WDT tool is like a special tool that you need to move the coffee grinds around, like once you have put them in like the little cup filter for the pot. I bought some more stuff from AliExpress. Yes, so I had mentioned that I bought this grinder, and I really wanted this grinder like in Amazon, or on Amazon rather. It was $109, and on AliExpress, yeah, it was like $46. So after taxes and everything was $50.60. Way cheaper. Love it. It works wonderfully, but unfortunately, I can't help it. I'm just like going through this mocha pot stage where I'm just trying to buy all the things to make great coffee without spending like $500, $600, $1,000 on an espresso machine. Last weekend, or this past weekend, I went thrift shopping. So I went to the thrift stores trying to find a mocha pot. Since there's all different types of mocha pots, I have a 2-cup and I have a 6-cup. So when I went to the thrift stores, I was just looking to see if I could find different brands of them. So I did end up picking up this cheap one. It was $10. It really is cheap. It's probably one you can get off Amazon for like $15. But it's a stainless steel one. I only have aluminum ones. So I thought, why not save myself $7 at least from Amazon by buying it used, give it a second chance. Okay, so there was my overspending for shopping. And again, we're going to take this from ready to assign. And the next thing is dining out. As you can see, I haven't really assigned a lot of money to this category. I'm trying not to eat out very much, but sometimes I do buy an occasional coffee here or there. So that's what's happening here. Yep. So when I went thrift shopping, I checked out a new coffee place in Ventura, which I loved this place. It was amazing. $7.79 for a coffee. Yep. I don't even think I tipped because usually I tip like $1, but seeing that the price was already $7 for the coffee, I didn't tip. Sorry. Simone's. So this was another coffee expense, but I actually bought beans. I'm not sure where I put the whole beans under. Maybe I put it under food because it's not really dining out. I may have put it under groceries. Yeah, and the coffee beans were like $20, but $8 was my coffee drink. Oh gosh, I'm really seeing how many times I'm buying coffee throughout the month. So as you can see here, this was another place. I also bought coffee beans from this place and I just ran out of them today. So that shows that it barely lasted a month because today is the 26th of March. I bought these beans on the 1st. So didn't quite make it a month. And these beans at this place was $20. Okay, so anyways, there's some more overspending there. Okay, so in my previous video, I mentioned that my insurance just went up. So yeah, it went up by $20. That's been paid. Here is the thrift store. I'm going to put A for approve. Here's the coffee shop, A for approve. Home Depot, this is A for approve. This is that coffee shop again. So yeah, here's the real amount, $27.95. So it was $8 for the coffee and then some odd cents for the coffee beans. So that's an approve. If there wasn't the little link there, then you might want to double check to make sure it's the correct amount. Okay, so again, this is that dental payment. What else is this? This was a payment to my city credit card. It's for the one I use for gas for work. And then this one is for Built, which goes to Wells Fargo. I'm going to go on about Built right now because I'm really annoyed with them. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this one just yet. So I'm going to go back to budget. Yay. Now we get to do the fun stuff, which is going through and actually budgeting out how this money is going to be used for the next couple of weeks. So the first thing I need to do is prioritize paying rent. So I'm going to hop on over to the month of April because the March category for rent has already been fulfilled. So I'm going to hop on over to April. And what I'm going to do is assign right here for rent. Let's use the little fixed views here, which when I click on this, I have already checked which categories need to be shown to me so that I know what this paycheck is supposed to be paying. And then I'll also go through and then click on the all view so I can just see what's left if I missed anything. So here for rent on April 1st, it says I need $1,152.50 more. So we're going to go ahead and fund this. Uh-oh, what happened here? I didn't quite scoot over enough. There we go. Okay. So yeah, if I fund half of the rent is $1,152.50. If I just click underfunded, it's going to go ahead and fund the same exact amount because I've already funded half. That's why it's a perfect amount. You don't see fund half without using, there's an extension for YNAB that I use. So because I have that extension installed is the only reason why you would see fund half. Otherwise, you wouldn't see that. You would just see an underfunded, and then you would have to do the math in your head or on a calculator to figure out how much half of the item is. So here I'm just going to do underfunded. So yay, rent is met. And then I need to pay my subscriptions. So it says here that I need $33 more. It does tell me I have an upcoming transaction of $15, which is for Canva, and that's usually April 1st. So I need to assign another $33. So I'm going to put underfunded. So it fills in the $33 there for me. Yay. And green means we've met our target. So now I need to pay the phone bill, which for a lot of people, they're upset with T-Mobile right now because T-Mobile just raised people's account prices. They're forcing them out of an old plan, which the old plan said that they would never raise the prices. There's a couple of plans, I think, that say that they would never raise the prices, and they are. So they're trying to get people to get out of their old locked in contracts into a new one, which they'll be paying almost twice as much. I've even seen on Reddit sometimes as much as 3 times as much. Luckily for me, they did not raise it. And I think it's because they tried to raise it last summer by, I think it was $20. And I had called and talked to several representatives. This went on for like 2 or 3 months because they kept overcharging me. And I was telling them how I didn't change anything to my plan. There was no reason why I should have been paying $20 more. So, I've been with T-Mobile for like 18 years, and finally, they just agreed to keep my phone bill the same amount. And I had removed like Apple Care or whatever, the insurance from my plan, because I have coverage through my Bilt credit card for like phone insurance if something happens to my phone. So I figured, why continue to pay a monthly fee for phone insurance? Anyways, to make a long story short, T-Mobile did not raise my phone bill. Thank God. If they did, if they try to raise it by like 2 or 3 times as much, oh heck no, I'd be out of here so fast because I'm not paying more. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pay the whole amount here. I have been trying to do a goal of putting 5. Sorry, am I skipping ahead there? I think that's all I need to pay for this month right now. I'm skipping ahead here because I still want to make sure everything for March is going to be covered. Like here, it shows me I need to pay the internet. It's due on the 27th. But what I was trying to do for this month was add $5 more to certain categories. I didn't know how that was going to go, considering that my first paycheck for the month was short by $400. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do that, but it looks like I might be able to still. But I'm going to go ahead and fund everything first and see if I have room to add $5 to these extra categories here. Okay, so now I'm back in the month of March because here in April, I really needed to prioritize paying bills that are due before the 10th because my next paycheck won't be until April 10th. So I just want to make sure that, these things are covered right here, which they are now. I just had to pay renter's insurance. So that's what's kind of tricky to me is I don't know why there's $58.39 here because I just paid $125 for the renewal of my renter's insurance. And then I had to pay another $31 for, I have a wedding band, a wedding ring. I'm not married, I'm divorced, but I have insurance on my wedding ring. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it. I mean, I've been divorced for so many years. It's crazy, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do that with that ring. So I actually have insurance on the wedding ring. So yeah, I'm not sure why. See, if you look right here, activity was $31 and I just spent that yesterday. Where is the $125 I spent? Let's go look at Discover because I paid it with Discover. So maybe it's just because it's not being oh, I think it's because I marked it on the 1st, but I did pay it yesterday. See, I just want to check to see, because what I like to do for these yearly costs, I do like to put that it's a transaction that's going to pop up yearly. So yeah, it does say yearly, but I don't see, like you should see it here again telling me that it's due April 1st, 2026. Oh, here it is. Duh. It's uncategorized. No wonder it didn't pull it from the renter's insurance because it's not categorized. I think this is one that came from Discover. So that is my actual renter's insurance. Now it's saying that I overspent. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back to budget because now it's going to show me I have an overspent one. Yep, so renter's insurance. This is also going to come from, is there any money in the Oopsie Fund? Yes. So I've talked about this Oopsie Fund. This Oopsie Fund is basically kind of like a category for things that you forget. And it's 15% of my earnings every month goes into this category. And I use it for like unexpected things. You know, if I had car maintenance, a health issue, or whatever that I had to pay for, that's what that money is for. So there, now we have no more overspent categories again. So I'm going to go ahead and pay the internet because that's due the 28th. So we're going to scroll down and click on underfunded so we can pay the entire amount. Anything else that needs to be paid that's a bill? No, but we do need to assign more groceries because I have spent all the grocery money for the month of March. So I'm just going to go ahead and fund one more week for March, right? Because we only have one more weekend coming up in the month of March. Next thing you know, it's going to be April. So my budget here is $90 a month, or sorry, $90 a week for groceries. So I'm just going to go ahead and add $90 to my budget for to get me through the end of March. And I'm going to jump over into April, and I'm going to put, let's see, look at, so yeah, here is just one more Saturday. When we get into April, I'm going to have one Saturday until I get paid again. I'll get paid here on the 10th. So I just really need to budget groceries for one more week, basically, to get me through until April 10th. So that's what I'm going to do here for groceries. In April is I'm going to add, oops, we're going to add just $90 here too. So here it's telling me like you have $180, but it should say 90 when I go back into the month of March because it's telling me I only allocated $90 in March for it. Yeah, so here we go. I have $90. And what I'm going to do so that I don't look at this annoying thing telling me, hey, you still need $44.64 for this month because I just need one more week of groceries, I'm going to snooze this. So to snooze this, sorry, I'm going to click on the whole highlighted category and I'm going to click snooze. And that's just telling me I've already met my target for this month. Essentially what that means is I spent less on groceries than I anticipated. Okay, what else needs to be paid? Here I've already fully spent on the bunnies. I keep trying not to buy things for the bunnies, but it just happens. I feel like I probably should put some money towards household items for the month of April, like to get me through the first part of April. Whatever. Okay. Oopsie says I need $497 for my target, which that is not happening. I'm not putting that much money in there. After this point now, so this is all money that needs to go to my designated accounts. If I put $619 towards my Roth IRA, which that is my target, that's my goal, I'm not really going to have much money left over. And even before I do that, I just want to take a quick look just to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Obviously, I don't need to put any money here in the guilt-free spending. I've already spent a lot of money. This month, I've spent $142 on guilt-free spending. This sucks because, again, being short that $400 really did make a difference. I'm wondering if I should just not worry about trying to put the entire amount here because I still want to put some money here towards my emergency fund. We're going to put a little bit of money here because it says I need $21.88 for my license renewal just to keep myself on target. So I am going to go ahead and fund that there. And gifts, it says I need $33.55 more. This is tough. Okay, so for gifts, I'm going to just do like half of this. So I think I'm just going to add like $15 more. So it's not going to meet the target this month. Oops. There we go. I thought I entered, instead of 0. I did not. Okay, so now I have $758.57. This is so hard because I really want to try to hit this goal this year of investing $7,000 into my Roth IRA. I think I'm just going to do it and then put whatever's left into the emergency fund. This is a very, very sad time. Yay! I got my Roth target, but now I only have $139.57 for my emergency fund. So my emergency fund goal is going to be rather low. Like I may not hit my target this year. And even here, I don't even think I want to put this full amount there. I think I'm going to put $125. Yeah, I don't even have, remember how I said I was trying to put the $5 extra? So I am going to have some money to roll over, but I couldn't even do it to every category. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving this extra money into my next month account, and then I'll decide what I want to do with this. I think this is going to go towards household for April, just so that I have a little bit, because I know every time I go grocery shopping, there's something I buy for the house, or it might be a health supplement or something. So it'd be nice to have that money not like pulled out of my groceries. Anyways, so what I'm going to do here is we're going to move this money to the next month category. So that's there. And then T-Mobile is also going to get moved to next month. So I'm just doing this now. And then on April 1st, when it rolls over to the new month, and I'm going to snooze this because I don't want yellow screaming at me that I didn't meet my goal. When it rolls over to the new month, I'll have money in this next month category here that I can allocate to a category or do whatever I want with. Okay, so Pack Life. We're also going to move you to the next month. And I need to snooze you too. Yes. Okay, and then we have the pet insurance is also $5 next month. And also going to snooze you. And then my electricity bill, I put $5 there, and we're going to go ahead and move you to and then car insurance. Oh, sorry, I forgot to snooze you because you're done. Car insurance, also to next month. And snooze you. I didn't put $5 here for the internet. Oopsie Fund only has $55.29 left over, which is, it's not a total waste, but I'm wondering if I should move this Oopsie Fund money towards the emergency fund money because I'm not doing very much with it. In fact, I may just do that with this money, this next month money. It may just go to the emergency fund. I'm going to move this money, instead of putting it into the emergency fund right now, I'm just going to put it into the next month. That way, I don't know. For now, let's just put it in the next month holding category because I don't know what to do with it yet. It's only $34. You may just put it in the Oopsie Fund for next month to start off with. I mean, I wasn't able to put any money into the Oopsie Fund with this paycheck, so kind of a bummer there. But you know, I couldn't even meet my goals here. Um, I'm just going to leave this. I'm not going to snooze it, and I'm not going to snooze the Oopsie Fund either. I hate looking at things when it's incomplete, when it's not a full, goal met. You fulfilled this category. It's just a bummer that I didn't have enough money to meet my goal. Like I needed $292 more to meet my emergency fund goal. I needed $18.50 more to meet this gifts category. And the Oopsie Fund, it was really short. Like it should have had $497. But I did spend a lot of money. And this is what I hate because, like, you saw earlier how I covered the renter's insurance using the Oopsie Fund money, but it's not showing you that. It's not showing that that money was pulled from there because I put it under the renter's insurance category. So it's just saying that I spent a total of $156 for my renter's insurance, but some of that money was covered from the Oopsie Fund, which is why the Oopsie Fund is short. Okay, anyways, so there is my end of the month March budget. It's done. And then now going into April, I just have a few things that are covered here. Oh, I didn't even look at my gas. I have only put $93.36 for gas that's supposed to last me for 2 weeks. That's not going to happen. This is where I might end up having to pull money from the Oopsie Fund to cover my gas, or it might end up coming from this next month. I might have to put that into the gas. Let me see. Did I even put that under my paycheck too? Did I have gas? I did, but I think it just threw me off because I saw the green that it was filled. Because it's saying I met my target of, like, my target is $405, I guess. Oh no, $400, sorry. $400 for my gas. I've spent $306 and I have $93 left. So that's why I think I didn't even think about it. Like, oh, I probably should have put some money towards the April one. Well, I'm going to go with it like this. And when April comes, if I need the gas money, I might have to pull it from the Oopsie Fund until I get paid April 10th. Okay, that is it. This was a long video. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make these short, but this was not a short video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. I really appreciate all the comments and the love that you guys have shown me. I hoped that this video was at least entertaining, if anything. And if you have any questions about YNAB, feel free to ask them down below. I will do my best to answer them. I have been using YNAB since I think 2017 or 2018, so it's been a long time. I just am so used to using the mobile app version that I forget about the shortcuts and stuff like that on the desktop. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the beginning of April. See you next month.